Viewers, listen closely. What you're about to hear has shaken the entire entertainment world to its core. Newly recovered CCTV footage has just surfaced, footage that allegedly shows Yu Menglong and Fan Shiqi together, just hours before Yu Menglong's mysterious death. This isn't speculation. This isn't gossip. This is real surveillance video, time-stamped and verified by multiple insiders. The scenes captured are raising more questions than answers about what truly happened that night, who was with Yu Menglong in his final hours, and why this footage was hidden until now. Stay with me, because what we're about to uncover will change everything we thought we knew about Yu Menglong's last moments. The internet exploded this morning when anonymous files labeled recovered CCTV_04X began circulating on the dark web. Within minutes, whispers started, "It's him, it's Yu Menglong." And when the first few seconds of the footage leaked publicly, fans went into shock. There he was, Yu Menglong, alive, smiling faintly, walking beside someone few expected to see, Fan Shiqi. At first glance, it looked like a normal night out. Two friends, walking side by side through a dimly lit parking lot near an exclusive club in Shanghai. But what made people freeze were the timestamps. Just 2 hours before authorities announced Yu Menglong's car was found overturned by the riverside. The video quality was grainy, the lighting poor. But there was no mistaking the voice caught faintly on the audio. "Menglong, you shouldn't have come here tonight," a male voice said. And Yu replied quietly, almost like a whisper, "You know why I had to." That line alone sparked millions of theories. Online investigators began dissecting every second of the video. They found Yu Menglong wearing a dark coat, the same one he had been seen in during his last public appearance 3 days before. Fan Shiqi, however, looked tense, constantly glancing over his shoulder as if expecting someone. Then came the chilling part. Yu stops suddenly near the entrance of a service tunnel. The camera zooms slightly as if manually operated. He gestures toward a black SUV parked at the edge of the lot. For a split second, the headlights flicker and viewers can barely make out a third silhouette standing near the driver's side. That's when the video cuts abruptly. The original file had been edited, but cyberforensic experts claim the missing 18 seconds were intentionally removed, possibly to hide something, or someone. Within hours of the leak, both Fan Shiqi's management and Yu Menglong's former team issued brief statements denying the video's authenticity, calling it fabricated and malicious. But fans weren't convinced. Especially when a second angle surfaced later that evening, this time from a traffic camera overlooking the same area. This second clip confirmed what everyone feared. The black SUV wasn't random. It was registered under a company that Fan Shiqi had partial ownership in. What was going on? According to an insider who spoke anonymously, Yu Menglong and Fan Shiqi had been in contact days before the incident. The source claimed they were planning a private meeting to discuss an urgent matter involving a mutual acquaintance, someone powerful enough to silence them both. This theory aligned eerily with a series of private messages leaked last year, in which Yu hinted that he had information that could ruin careers. Now, with this CCTV evidence, it seems that whatever Yu Menglong knew might have led to a confrontation, one that would end his life. In the leaked footage, Yu's demeanor is calm but firm. He faces Fan Shiqi, and lip readers analyzing the video claim he says, "I can't keep this secret anymore. It's not right." Fan Shiqi appears to respond with visible frustration, running his hand through his hair before saying, "You don't understand. This goes beyond us." Those words, "this goes beyond us," sent chills through viewers' spines. What did they mean? Beyond them? Who else was involved? An anonymous video analyst, claiming to have enhanced the footage using AI clarity tools, released a stabilized version that made one terrifying detail visible. In the reflection of the SUV's side mirror, a third man can be seen. Dressed in a long trench coat, face obscured by shadows, but clearly watching Yu and Fan's interaction. The angle, posture, and proximity suggest that this mysterious figure wasn't a bystander. He was waiting. A few seconds before the footage cuts, Yu turns toward the camera, unintentionally looking straight into the lens. It's the last clear image of him alive. His eyes seem tired, but determined. That moment, now paused and analyzed frame by frame, has become a haunting image across the internet. Some fans call it the look before the truth. Investigators who reviewed the footage confirm it matches the area near the Riverside Highway where Yu's car was later discovered. What no one can explain, however, is how Fan Shiqi's car was also recorded leaving that same location 20 minutes later, taking a different route. Fan Shiqi has since refused interviews, but his social media went dark the same day the footage leaked. His last post. A single black image with the caption, "Some things are better left unseen." The story deepened further when an audio file surfaced from a nearby security booth. The guard who worked there claimed he accidentally recorded part of the conversation when his intercom picked up interference from the CCTV system. The voice analysts identified one of the voices as Yu Menglong's. The recording was muffled, but this part was clear. "You, if anything happens to me, promise me you'll tell the truth." Fan, pause, "You know I can't." The guard turned that recording over to authorities 3 weeks ago, yet, strangely, no official comment has been made since. Then came the emotional flashback, a rediscovered video clip from a variety show the two once appeared in together years ago. In it, Yu jokingly tells Fan, "If one day I disappear, you'll be the first to find me." They both laughed then. But watching it now feels chilling. Fans flooded the comment sections with heartbreak, disbelief, and anger. Was it a warning? Was Yu trying to tell us something even back then? A journalist named Lee took it upon herself to trace the night's events minute by minute. She confirmed that Yu left his apartment at 9:37 p.m., using a private ride service that dropped him off near the same club at 10:02 p.m. The driver told reporters Yu seemed nervous but composed, repeatedly checking his phone and muttering, "I have to face it tonight." By 10:19 p.m., the CCTV footage places him with Fan Shiqi. The missing 18 seconds of the video would have occurred between 10:22 and 10:23 p.m. By 12:01 a.m., emergency services were called to the Riverside after a passerby noticed tire tracks leading off the edge. The car belonged to Yu Menglong. Here's where things take a darker turn. Forensic reports show no alcohol in Yu's system. No skid marks suggesting a sudden loss of control. It was as if the vehicle drove straight off the embankment, deliberately or under duress. But even more shocking, the passenger side airbag had deployed. Meaning, someone else had been in the car. Yet no second body was found. Rumors began to swirl that Fan Shiqi might have been that passenger. But without clear evidence, nothing could be proven. Still, the timing, the car registration, and now this CCTV footage have reignited public demand for a deeper investigation. Social media detectives started connecting more dots. One user pointed out that, just days before the crash, Yu had posted a cryptic message on Weibo, "Sometimes the truth costs more than life itself." The post was deleted within minutes. As the story spread, more pieces of the puzzle surfaced. A digital forensics expert confirmed that the CCTV footage had been wiped from the club system less than an hour after Yu's death was reported. Someone had remote access and knew exactly what to delete. Only one person, according to the club's records, had access credentials that night, a technician employed under a temporary contract. The name on the file? Lee Chengwei. Fans dug deeper. It turned out Lee Chengwei had worked on music videos for both Yu Menglong and Fan Shiqi in the past. But after the night of the incident, he vanished. His phone disconnected, his apartment emptied, his last GPS signal traced near the same Riverside Road. Was Lee Chengwei the third figure seen in the reflection? 3 months later, someone anonymously mailed a flash drive to a local news station. Inside were the original, uncut CCTV files. The footage contained the missing 18 seconds. In those 18 seconds, Yu and Fan are seen arguing more intensely. Yu grabs a document folder from his coat pocket and tries to hand it to Fan. Fan refuses, shaking his head repeatedly. Yu shouts something inaudible, slams the folder onto the hood of the SUV, and walks away. Fan stands there frozen, until the third man approaches from the shadows, picks up the folder, and gets into the SUV. The car drives off. Fan follows Yu moments later, heading toward the same direction Yu's car was later found. That's where the footage ends. The discovery of that flash drive reignited every theory imaginable. Was Yu trying to expose something? Was that folder the key to the truth? And who was that third man, the one who took it? Insiders close to the investigation now say there's a possibility the death wasn't accidental. There were no signs of a mechanical issue in Yu's car, no evidence of intoxication, and no witnesses to confirm the moments leading to the crash. One officer reportedly said off-record, "We've been told not to dig further." Fans, however, refused to stay silent. Candlelight vigils, hashtags, and fan-led petitions have spread across social media under the tag #Justice for Yu Menglong. Many believe the truth is being buried to protect powerful figures in the industry, people Yu Menglong may have been ready to expose. As for Fan Shiqi, his silence continues to fuel speculation. Sources claim he's left China temporarily, staying in Thailand for personal reasons. Some insiders even claim he's been cooperating with private investigators, but under the condition that his name not be publicly attached to the case. The mystery remains unsolved. But the recovered CCTV footage has become the defining evidence that Yu Menglong's death was not as simple as it seemed. Every frame, every whisper, every shadowed figure brings us closer to one haunting question. What secret was Yu Menglong carrying, and who was willing to silence him forever? As the world demands answers, one thing is certain: Yu Menglong's story is far from over. His fans continue to fight for transparency, truth, and justice. Somewhere out there, the full truth exists, and one day, it will surface. Until then, the haunting image of Yu's final glance toward that camera serves as a reminder: sometimes the truth hides in plain sight. The storm around Yu Menglong's mysterious death just took a darker turn. What started as a shocking piece of recovered CCTV footage has now spiraled into a full-blown mystery that's leaving even investigators speechless. And now, new revelations are surfacing, suggesting that what happened that night wasn't a random tragedy at all. After the uncut footage leaked, experts enhanced the video's audio layers, and what they discovered has stunned everyone. Hidden beneath the noise of the rain and distant traffic, there's a third voice faintly audible between Yu Menglong and Fan Shiqi's argument. It's low, calm, and chillingly composed. "You both know what happens if this gets out." Those words changed everything. Who was that voice? The mysterious third man? Or someone speaking through an earpiece? Analysts noticed Yu's subtle reaction, a quick glance over his shoulder, a visible tremble in his hand. Fan Shiqi, on the other hand, steps back, almost as if the voice wasn't unfamiliar to him. That single line reopened the possibility that Yu Menglong's final hours were being monitored, and maybe, even controlled. In the days following this revelation, several whistleblowers came forward online claiming the CCTV footage was part of a larger collection of recordings captured secretly over multiple nights. One source claimed that Yu Menglong had been followed for weeks, and the footage that leaked was just the last part of a much bigger story. Rumors spread that Yu had been trying to gather evidence on an entertainment deal gone wrong, something that involved top-level figures and millions in hush money. Fan Shiqi, sources suggest, may have been trying to stop him from going public, not because he was against Yu, but because he feared what might happen if Yu did. This wasn't just about friendship anymore, it was about survival. Another shocking moment came when a third piece of footage appeared, recorded from a different CCTV pole facing the main road. For the first time, viewers could see the SUV leaving the area, but there was something different this time. The headlights flashed 3 times before the car pulled out. Experts in the field of digital forensics say this wasn't random. Flashing headlights 3 times is often used as a signal, a prearranged code. Who were they signaling? Some believe there was another vehicle waiting just down the road, a convoy that escorted Yu's car moments before the accident occurred. That theory gained traction when dashcam footage from a passing taxi appeared online, showing 2 cars speeding behind Yu's, one black, one silver, both without license plates visible. The video went viral within minutes. A former staff member from Yu's production company later revealed in an interview that Yu had been acting strangely the week before his death. He reportedly told a close friend, "If anything happens, check the hard drive in my studio." Police searched the location weeks later, but according to official statements, no hard drive was found. However, anonymous fans who managed to access archived digital backups claimed they discovered encrypted files labeled Project M, Truth, a folder Yu had named himself just 3 days before the incident. No one has been able to decrypt it yet, but digital sleuths say it may contain audio recordings, contracts, and even photos connecting certain figures to under-the-table deals in the entertainment world. Meanwhile, Fan Shiqi's silence has only deepened suspicion. After the second footage leak, he was spotted at a private airport in Bangkok, dressed in black, head down, with 2 security guards shielding him from the cameras. His eyes were swollen, as though he hadn't slept in days. When one reporter shouted, "Did you see you on the night he died?" he paused briefly before whispering, "It wasn't supposed to end like this." That statement alone triggered another wave of theories. What wasn't supposed to end like this? Did he mean the meeting? The argument? Or Yu's life? And here's where the emotional flashback hits hardest. Fans have resurfaced a behind-the-scenes clip from a drama the two filmed together. In it, Yu Menglong tells Fan Shiqi during a break, "You know, even if the world turns against me, I'll still do what's right." Fan had smiled then, replying softly, "I just hope doing what's right doesn't cost you everything." That small, heartfelt exchange, once seen as playful banter, now feels like a chilling prophecy. Forensic teams reviewing Yu's car discovered something even more disturbing: traces of handprint pressure on the passenger side dashboard. Meaning someone was bracing themselves during impact. Someone was in that car with him and they managed to get out before help arrived. But how? The riverside location is steep, with thick mud and only one escape path. No footprints were found. Unless the person was picked up by the same SUV seen leaving the parking lot. Fans across the world are demanding answers, but silence from the authorities continues. Meanwhile, the anonymous leaker who first released the CCTV footage has returned online, posting a cryptic message on a hidden forum. Part 3. Coming soon. You'll see who waited by the water. That post alone sent the fandom into chaos. Who waited by the water? Could it be the missing cameraman, Lee Chengwei, the one who vanished after deleting the security footage? Others believe the third man may not have disappeared at all, that he's still out there, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the storm to settle before revealing the final piece of the puzzle. What makes this case so haunting is not just Yu Menglong's death, it's the pattern of silence that followed. Every person connected to that night has either vanished, gone quiet, or left the country. Even the original police report has discrepancies, times that don't match, phone records that suddenly stop minutes before the crash, and witness statements that have been misplaced. Someone, somewhere, wants this case buried. But as the online community continues digging, more truths are bubbling to the surface. And one thing is clear: Yu Menglong's death was not an accident. It was the conclusion of something much bigger, something darker, and something that's far from over. If you've watched till this point, you're probably just as shaken as everyone else. Could Fan Shiqi really be protecting Yu's secret? Or is he protecting himself from a truth too dangerous to reveal? And who was that third man whose shadow appears just seconds before the footage cuts? Was Yu Menglong trying to expose a hidden network that controls the industry from behind the scenes? I want to hear what you think. Do you believe Fan Shiqi's silence means guilt? Or is he afraid of something much bigger? And what do you think was inside that missing folder you tried to hand him that night? Drop your thoughts below in the comments. I'll be reading through every single one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for more deep investigations, shocking celebrity revelations, and mysterious true story breakdowns. Your support keeps these stories alive, and maybe, just maybe, it's how we'll finally uncover the truth about what really happened to Yu Menglong.